You're watching the Wellness Hour, news that makes you healthier. I'm Randy Alvarez. Today's topic, getting a good night's sleep, and we're going to take a look at a new technology, which is natural frequency technology, and for a better night's sleep. With us, we have a Ph.D. He's on the program, Dr. Michael Breus. Dr. Breus, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Now, thanks for coming on the show, too. Now, you are like the one to watch about sleep. I mean, you're on all the talk shows. You're on the biggest talk shows out there.
I have a tendency to get on those shows, that's for sure. Oz, Rachel Ray, all of those good folks. They've all been great. They're all really interested in educating people about sleep.
Okay, good. Now, you've also written two books.
Three
books on
books.
sleep.
Yeah.
What are they?
So my first book was called Beauty Sleep, and it was how does sleep affect our aesthetics? How do we look, and how does that change based on sleep? The second book was called The Sleep Doctor's Diet, Lose Weight Through Better Sleep, all about the process of how sleep affects the metabolic system. We know that that's pretty dramatic in the ways that it affects it and how it makes people gain weight. And then the third book is all about something called chronotypes, the power of when. And chronotypes are early bird, night owl, but expanded a little bit and teach people a whole lot about what they can do during the daytime to get themselves better sleep at
You
night.
can shift people that are late night type people
You
and get them to sleep earlier?
You can, but you have to be very consistent in what you're doing. It's kind of like those people are in constant jet lag, right? Because their body wants them to be up at night and they want to be asleep at night. So we have to kind of shift them around using melatonin, light therapy, caffeine, stuff like that.
Now, in the green room, I said, everybody knows you need to get sleep, right? But it's easier said than done.
It is.
And you said I could get anybody to sleep. I'm paraphrasing slightly. You believe that?
I think I can help anybody get better sleep. I'm not going to give people a perfect every single night because I don't think anybody can do that. But it's surprising how many different things that people do that actually affect their sleep and they don't even realize it.
Okay, let's talk on this natural frequency technology.
Sure.
You were part of a study.
I was.
Studying people wearing like a watch-like bracelet that emits something that helps you sleep. So let's talk about that.
So it's fascinating. So we know that our bodies, there's two systems in our brain for sleep. One is a drive and the other is a rhythm. And we know that that rhythm is called our circadian rhythm. We know that our bodies work on different types of rhythms, and it's kind of interesting. Believe it or not, if you think about, for example, blue light and blue light frequency, we know that that's something that's been talked about a lot in the news that can actually disrupt that circadian cycle.
These are these glasses you wear.
Exactly, the blue blocker glasses. And those can be very, very effective for people. But there are other frequencies that can be also helpful for sleep. At least we think so. So there's this natural occurring frequency technology. And Philip Stein came to me and they had created these sleep bracelets based on the fact that they had sold these watches and people were calling them up saying, hey, I'm sleeping better, why? And so they said, hey, Dr. Breus, can you help us figure it out? So we did a double-blind, placebo-controlled...
we should back up for a moment. The Miami Dolphins tried this,
they did.
And they all said they slept better.
They did.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty remarkable, actually, and that was why they contacted me. And I got to be honest with you, I was kind of like, this sounds a little weird to me. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. But we did the study, and it was a double-blind, placebo-controlled crossover design. So everybody had a bracelet that had active technology in it, and then a sham bracelet that had inactive technology in it. And here's what we discovered is every single person reported something positive about their sleep. Okay. So either they fell asleep more quickly, they woke up feeling more refreshed, or they had more positive dreams.
So a little bit about the mechanism, if you could give me a dummied down version.
Sure.
So it's pulsing like an electric magnetic
It's weird.
field?
So it's a little disc that's inside and it emanates a signal, right? And so the thought process, the theory we think behind it.
Is it magnetic?
No, I don't think it is that as it emits this frequency, our body wants to tune to that frequency. So like if you hit a tuning fork and you bang it on here and you put another one next to it, it'll tune to it. The same idea holds true here, is we think that this technology is something that our bodies are tuning to that's helping with sleep. We don't know the true mechanism of action.
What's your take on the mechanism?
Here's what I can tell you. I was very surprised that literally every person in the study said something positive about their sleep. I was surprised. I have to tell you, it wasn't something that I was expecting to see, but we still don't know exactly what's going on.
Is it something you recommend?
I have recommended it, absolutely, and I do recommend it to people, but more for people who find themselves to be, for example, electromagnetic frequency sensitive, or people who know that those types of things work well with them. I think that's probably the population.
How does somebody know that?
It's interesting. People can tell. I've got patients who walk into a room and they say, is there a router on in here? Because I'm starting to feel...
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, and I didn't believe it at first, but I've had so many patients show up and say, things like that, I've started to believe it. I mean, now I've got patients who use these things called grounding pads, I don't know if you're familiar with that technology.
Heard about it.
Yeah, it's a pad that you put underneath your bed. A wire goes out your window and buried in the ground. This sounds like a lot of hokey pokey stuff, I got to be honest with you, but I've got people who it works for and it works well for. So I'm kind of like, if it's not broke, I'm not going to try to fix it.
You've been studying sleep for 18 years.
Actually, a little bit longer than that, but yeah, I've been in practice for 18 years.
And that's all you do. I mean, so
That's
you see
it.
patients.
I do.
People send you. We should mention also, you're board certified. You're not a medical doctor.
I'm not.
You're board certified in a medical board.
Yeah, so it was kind of a weird situation. There was a period of time where PhDs were allowed to take the medical specialty board in sleep. It was a small window, and so I did it, and I was fortunate I passed. So I am one of 168 people in the world who have ever taken and passed the sleep medicine board without going to medical school. But I've been practicing and treating sleep disorders in conjunction with MDs for my entire career.
Okay, and this natural frequency technology, which is what I wanted to talk to you about this segment, it's something to look at then. I think a closer look. It's worth a try.
I think it's definitely something to look at, and I think it's worth a try. The good news is I think there's like a money back guarantee and all that kind of good stuff.
Oh, is that right? How does somebody order one or find out more about it?
Well, there's a couple of different ways. You can go to the Philip Stein website, or you can go to my website, thesleepdoctor.com.
Okay, good. I want to thank you for coming on the program.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Very interesting. You're watching The Wellness Hour. We'll be right back.